How dare you serve me this? I want to see the manager. You should be fired for this incompetence.
Good evening. Welcome to Morty's Diner, Monday night. Hello, GD. A lot of competition this time slot. Hello, 1U. What's this? It's Morty, heavily drugged, in a relaxed format. GD, you got those people and Dubsy. Well, that's fine. It's okay with me. Yeah, it's no problem. What is that? I can't make out what that is. What is it? Please tell me. One, what is it? Oh, I see. It's dancing lemons. Fantastic. Great. So I'm here. Completely drugged. And GD 50 pesos. Thank you very much, GD. GD, I think on the earlier show, I think you gave 2,000 pesos or 10,000 I don't know. And 20,000 dong. 20,000 dong, I think it was. What is a dong? Let's see. $2,000. Did you give, was it 20,000 dong? Oh, that's Dominican peso. That's not it. Well, whatever. I'll look at it later. Yeah. What is this fucking garbage? Unbelievable. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, JB, hello. Hello, JB. I'm just, doing a late show. Fully drugged out. And I'll stay here until I fall asleep. The invite link is posted if anyone wants to join the panel. You know what they say, GD? With friends like that, who needs enemies? Or something like that. The link is posted at the top of the chat if anybody wants to go on the panel. You know, I did a little bit of meditation and reflection on the last 24 hours. You know regarding my show last night, and then all the face blasting that created. And I'm going to say, in all sincerity, now I did not go and rewatch that 4.5-hour show, but I'm going to say in all sincerity, nothing happened on that show that, one, wasn't either taken care of in a reasonable amount of time, or problem remedied, and two, content or accusations of vile content that was not present. It was nothing compared to daily content on other channels. It was squabbling between this person and that person in the chat, or this person and that person, or that person and that other person in the chat. So it was all a big blow up about nothing, for the purpose of spreading hate, viciousness, vile, venomous attacks. From the haters who breathe and eat and shit every day for one purpose, which is to hate and be vicious. And there was nothing that was on my show, like I said, that wasn't taken care of shortly after the show in reasonably quick time. And whatever else was on the channel, it was very, very tame. And it only involved two people here talking with each other in the chat, and two people there talking with each other on the chat. There was nothing going on. But people who, the insults I've been bludgeoned with last night and today are so absurd and unsubstantiated. They're only out there to fill the bloodthirst of certain people who are severely, psychologically, mentally deranged, sick, twisted, Very, very sick, twisted people. And it's absolutely true. A little disappointing, who joined the hate, the shoveling of the hate and the lies. But, it's to be expected in this asylum. It's not a community, it's an asylum. What is this? Uzi, $4.99. So this is the Narcs laminated J Pass stream. Now, is it? What do you mean? He's banned. What are you talking about? What is your infatuation? Just deranged infatuation with anything Jewish, Uzi. What's wrong with you? I know the other people, we're talking sociopaths, psychopaths, mentally ill, truly insane people. Are you one of them, Uzi? Are you at that level of psychological disorder? Or not, Really? Well, you sure write. You sure post a lot of cancerous, virulent comments of pure hate. I've got screenshots, and also comments, live comments as well. You need to look in the mirror and do a 10th step every night. Hey, JB, Uzi, you're short $15. Pay up, son. JB, I was on my New York trip planning. I was looking at different hotels and wow, I saved it, but it's on a different part of the computer, different folder. I think you mentioned this to me and I found it. And it's near, where was it near? It was near Times Square. It was a couple blocks off of Times Square. And it was the Sardine Boutique. And I thought when we talked once, a year ago, whenever, you said there was the Portuguese Sardine Boutique was in Newark Airport. I didn't see any listing for that, but I found this place. And I can't bring it up right now, but it's unbelievable. And I think it's 2 or 3 blocks away from Times Square, if I recall. And I will absolutely, definitely go there. It'll be the highlight of my New York trip. Uzi, incorrect. I just reply to your constant accusations like right now. Well, that's not true. You practically called me a godless Gentile. Did I ever call you a Gentile is not an offensive or an insulting word. You practically called me a godless Gentile. I've never called you a godless anything. So I clapped back. No, you're imagining things, Uzi. I've never called you a godless Gentile. Here you say you practically called me a godless Gentile. Yeah, I don't recall ever saying anything like that. I've called you other things, but I've never used anything as a phrase similar to a godless Gentile. So you've been hanging around hearing other people spruik the hate, and it just gets absorbed into your essence, and then you face blast it out because it's not true. Oh man, Surdy Danny, how you doing? Today's a tough one. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but I have it saved, and man, it's fantastic looking. I can't wait to get there. I mean, I have to be realistic. How much can I pack in a suitcase to bring back home? But I'm sure there's no question I could probably pick out a whole selection and just pay them and say, "Ship it, baby," and they'll UPS ship it out. So. Just fantastic. So thanks, JB. Thanks for the first bit of information about that, because that led to me finding it. So, Morty, I'm just in a cafe having a full English breakfast on a flat cake. Well, that sounds very interesting. Well, thanks for watching the show, Surdy. Enjoy your breakfast. Hey, AD never calling. Morty. Hey, Morty. This is the night. Hey, Uzi will super chat you to come on. All will be peaceful. Uzi is here to smooth things over. Do it, Uzi. Make us proud. Well, thank you for that $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, AD. Oh, there's a guest backstage. Just give me 1 second. And another AD $9.99. Thank you so much. And another AD $99. Wow, thank you very much. And JB, the sardine buddy, €11.99. Thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot. Jesus, we have a guest. Hello, Danny.
Morty, I just thought I'd call in and say hello quickly because you like this sort of stuff. And I'll show you what it is. Can you see?
Let me put that on. Let me change the picture. 1 second. There we go.
Can you see? It's got like eggs, beans, tomatoes, spam, bacon, sausage.
Wow, that's a large sandwich.
A large boy, Morty.
Right. I would definitely eat that for breakfast. Absolutely.
Well, I thought, well, me, and I'll show you because it's sort of, you like to see food, don't you? So,
well, I like all the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all really, Morty. I just thought I wanted to show you that Willamia because I thought you'd be interested.
Oh yeah. And how much does that cost? That breakfast?
I got that and a can of chili coke, £7.
And a Coke. Well, now it's perfect breakfast drink is a Coke. Right.
Yeah. And some mines and stuff.
Right. Looks great.
£7.
Nice.
Morty.
No pancakes and bacon? Exactly.
Yeah. Pancakes and bacon.
Yeah. Well, that's a really great sandwich, and it's not Indian food for breakfast.
No, for a change.
Yeah.
But,
very nice.
I'm going to go now, Morty, and enjoy my breakfast. But I just thought I'd show you. So you
Okay, thank you very much, and for
right.
showing us the sandwich and stopping by.
No problem.
Thank you, Danny.
Right,
I'll see you. Wow, that was nice. That was really nice. Yeah, large. Well, he's a hungry man. Let me catch up back here. Yeah, so that was JB. Big thank you. Again, AD Never Calling, $4.99. Thank you very much for the channel support. And another unbox, another round. Hey, hello, Chris. Ooh la la, Morty. The super chat's raining down, baby. Well, read JB's super chat, damn it. Didn't I read it? Yeah, I did. It said, let me help Uzi. He means well. Yeah, well, if you want to help Uzi, he needs help. You're one to help him, so sure. Yeah. But if he wants to be on the panel, I mean, my offer is very, very fair. He has to pay penance. And it's a very reasonable $1,000, which is nothing, considering the history and his, financial status. I mean, it's very fair. Okay. Yeah, we all want a piece of that sandwich. Do it, Uzi. You know you want to. Uzi, pay him $1,000. You're out of your mind, son. It's consider it penance, and you'll feel better doing it. You'll feel better once you've done it. You know? Instead of, in confession, instead of your priest telling you, do 10 Hail Marys and 15 Our Fathers, I think the priest might tell you, do 10 Hail Marys, 15 Our Fathers, and 1,000 penance to Morty's Diner. How about $50? No. The pain that's been inflicted, the insults, the harassment, the lies, distortions. No, I mean, it's a fair amount. Well, Uzi, yes, because I lowered the price that one day, excuse me, to $500, and then you sent me Cash App $200. $500 was very, very affordable and very fair, and you sent me Cash App $200, and I thought, well, $200, and I said to you I said, well, it was $500, and you said, well, just go ahead and keep it. And sure, I'm happy to keep the money, but there was a deal involved, which was $500. That was the offer. And I thought about it for 1 or was it 2 days, and I thought, no, it's not right. The deal was $500, and so I sent back the Cash App of $200 because that wasn't the offer, that wasn't the deal. So I'm not a greedy, Scrooge like I've been described, like those people. But a deal is a deal, and yeah. Fucking Palladium Hog. Wow, holy shit. GB, Uzi, you need a backup channel. Jump on and play nice. Serdi, Patrick, if you're ever over here, I'll get you one. Boy, Danny, I want so much to get to England, and I feel like it's too late for me now. Maybe I can come over on some mobility scooter group tour and see the sights. There's so much I know of England, but I've never been to see it in person. Well, that's fantastic. Fantastic. AD, $9.99 super chat. Again, wow. Thank you very much, AD. Mort, can we get to $1,000 in pieces? How about 50 at a time? Think of it as financing his penance. Well, yeah, but it's not a crowdfunding concept. The penance comes from the penitent, and that's him. So he has to pay the penance. It's not a crowdfunding kind of thing. And the price was set because it's certainly within his, within his comfort level of financial, stuff, and yet it's moderately or mildly significant. So I think it's a very fair offer. You're a haggler. Well, I guess in the tow truck catalytic converter business, dealing in metals and stuff, yeah, you want to be a haggler. But no, it's not a crowdfunding idea. It's a matter of, do you know what penance is, GD? It's a matter of paying penance or offering penance, so it's a significant use of the money. It has meaning. It's my job. Yes, I understand. GD, I'd contribute $100 for Uzi on the panel. Well, that's great, but it can't be a crowdfunding thing. That would defeat the purpose. If other people kicked in $100 each for 1,000, that's terrific, but it doesn't involve him. There's no meaning of it for the penitent. It's just a free ticket. So that's, absolutely. And I take one back to the hotel too. AD, oh, thank you so much, AD. So he doesn't have $200 for times. No, that was sent back. I returned that to him after 2 days because I thought about it and I thought, well, no, the offer was $500, so no. So I sent it back to him. And then I heard Uzi some days ago, and he mentioned that on whatever show it was, might have been Dungeon or Nicholas or I don't know. And he said, yeah, that fucker Crappy, I sent him 200. Yeah, I know. I sent him that because he wanted 500, and I sent him that just to see what he was going to do. I just wanted to see what he was going to do. I wanted to see this guy, size him up, And he said, yeah, he sent me the 200 back. So I hope you got your money's worth of seeing what I would do. Oh, this is a surprise. Maybe tonight is the night that AD Never Calling will make us proud and watch Nicholas and stop fake boycott and support the channel. No, that wouldn't benefit Lux and Archie. Can anyone explain what is this phrase, this term I've been hearing the last 2 days? Boycott. What boycott is going on? I'm not aware of any, quote, boycott. Can Nicholas or anyone explain what is this alleged or whatever boycott? AD, right, Crappy, not crowdfunding. I'm not going to pay it. Get your green visor and a pad of paper. Keep track of all of Uzi's $50. No, that's too much. Don't make me do that. That's, that's too complicated. Keep track of all Uzi's $50 super chest, and you'll accept that, and that add up to 1,000. Well, yeah, but that's just too much work. What, $50 today, and then next week 50, and then next month 50? I mean, no, it's very simple. Cash App, very simple. Nicholas, JB says he isn't playing hard to get. Projections from boycotters. So, can you explain boycotting? What is this boycott? Watch Nicholas. Oh, and thank you, Nicholas, for all the Jew boy comments I saw before. Very classy. But your team Curlyverse. So, yeah. Ah, for fuck's sake. No justice, no peace, Uzi. Get out of here. Green visor. I don't have a green visor. Those are from the 1930s. In the back room of, prohibition breweries where the bookkeeper's adding up all the money and stuff. No Kings boycott, right? Hey, Jimmy, a boycott is a bed only the men's sleep in. I see. Watch Nicholas. It's not a fake boycott. And I don't support Lux or Archie, nor watch either of them more than once a month. Here we go. Now I'm going to read this because Nicholas is here. If Nicholas wasn't here, then there might be an issue of attacking like this. But he's here and he can easily reply. So it's not an issue. You're a fake fucker for saying that shit, Nick. But what is the boycott? Are we boycotting grapes or Diet Coke? What is it? JB, 22.99 euros. Thank you so much, JB. JB, I bet you if we met in North Jersey, we would just get along great. I'd bring you a box of cigars, and you can bring the kumquats. Go to a nice Italian deli or somewhere. That'd be really good. Hello, Max. The money has turned on us, Nikki. This is a tough spot. Things seem to be getting better. Uzi, this is a big money stream. And Morty is cold as ice. I'm not cold as ice. I'm a very, very warm, compassionate human being. Full of love and generosity and etc. And sardines. Boycott. What a joke. You don't need to boycotts. You don't need no boycotts. You take care of that all by yourself. Yeah, but what is the boycott? What is there a boycott of? But he's willing to sacrifice your love, Uzi. Foreigner, the band. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, right. I got some beeping on my phone here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, well, the link is up if anybody wants to come on and talk, talk about anything. Speaking of Portugal, I wonder what Portugal music is. Flamenco is Portuguese. And, but I don't know anything about Portuguese music besides that. I bet you they have P-pop, Portuguese pop. They must have like J-pop, K-pop. I bet you they have something like that. The last boycott I knew of was OPEC in the 70s. Yeah. So I don't know what any boycott's going on here. Don't know. No one has described what this boycott is either. So it's like a word that's being used back and forth, but no one's identified what the boycott, what it is. JB. I pay when shows are on. Ask the guys that were running your channel for the last 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, I don't pay for Watch Reporter either. I guess that's directed to WN. I pay when shows are on. Ask the guys that were running your channel for the last 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, and I don't pay for Watch Reporter either. Oh, I'm being corrected. Flamenco is Southern Spanish. That may certainly be, okay, and I'm not going to demand I'm correct. I mean, insist on, but I thought flamenco was Portuguese, or it may be both. Because Portugal's right next to Spain. So. AD 9.99 super chat. Oh man, you must have won the lotto. Thank you very much. Fuck the link. Only Uzi can be on the panel tonight. Unless his boss, Nick, won't let him. You mean like he's a chained employee? He's working in chains over there? Is that what you mean? Like on a plantation or in a English Victorian workhouse for children's workhouse kind of thing? No, I took my drugs and I'm really just groggy and falling asleep. Very, very relaxed. Very relaxed. GD, invite Morty to a fado. Yes. A fado performance in Lisbon. Yeah, I used to know what that was. I don't remember. Fado. I'll look that up. A music genre traced to the 1820s in Lisbon, Portugal. I used to know about this. I can't. What is it? Usually characterized by mournful tunes and lyrics, often about the sea or the life of the poor, and infused with a sense of resignation, fate, and melancholy. Wow, it sounds like my channel. This is loosely captured by the Portuguese word saudade, or longing, symbolizing a feeling of loss. Wow. I know I've heard this stuff a long time ago. But, okay, wow, phenomenal. That was quality. That was a quality comment. Hi, Jimmy. Morty, with all this money, when are you going to Disneyland? Any money I've been making is going straight to the dentist bill. I got to pay up for $2,000. I put a $2,000 dentist bill on a credit card on a 6-month promotion, no interest. So as long as I pay it off by December, then there's no interest. And I got a lot of that remaining balance. If I don't pay it all off by the due date, I mean, that's okay. But then they slap back on all that interest that accumulated over the 6 months, which is going to be significant. So I want to pay that bill off, Loyalty tests are more prevalent than boycotts. Loyalty tests. I have the answers to the loyalty test. Watch Nicholas knows I'll go where I want. If he wants to go into the ladies' room, he'll go into the ladies' room. If he wants to go into the men's room, he'll go in the men's room. If he wants to go into the they-them room, he'll go there. Mm-hmm. AD, fuck, these super chats are cutting into my shitter budget. Yeah, AD's been looking at the websites for the discount, not discount, but low-priced watches. Yeah. As long as you don't lose your generational wealth. Right, exactly. Yeah, but we'll get you partial credit. I already know that Morty won't let me on if I try, so I'm not even trying AD. You know this. Uzi, the deal was, it's still, the offer is still there. If you want to come on the panel, join anytime. Just, it's penance time, and pay the penance, and you'll be on the channel instantly. I just looked it up and read about it. I used to know about it a long, long time ago, and but I haven't even thought of that in decades. Okay. AD, crappy. If I keep super chatting, will you add me to your will? I do have a will. I did that last year. All those papers, but I don't have any pre-planned funeral arrangements. I want to get those taken care of. Prepaid for everything. The cheapest they got. I mean, I found a good funeral home place here that would work well. And I just want to get the cheapest, whatever the cheapest package is, don't need a tombstone, don't need a marker. You just cremate me and, dump me somewhere. And I need to stop over there and find out their cheapest package, But it takes money. And I think time's running out, so I want to get that taken care of. Anyway. Love is all that we need, and we found it there in the diner. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Morty, please consider a Christmas discount for Uzi. Oh, we did the 50% off. That was the Morty, good-natured discount, and he by only giving 200, which is a lot of money, but he what's the word? Kind of like jeered at the $500 offer, So, do you have any legitimate heirs? No, nothing, nobody, nothing. Morty can be Ebenezer Scrooge to Uzi's Tiny Tim. I would rather play Bob Cratchit. But that could be, yeah, okay. Are there no workhouses? Yeah, this is terrific, relaxing music at a low volume. It's very relaxing. Combined with the drugs I took an hour ago, I'm really, really fading out. Deeply relaxed. How much could Potter's Field cost? You'd be in fine company, like the Jackal. Well, that's what happens in a city or like Portland. If you die as a pauper with no leads or contacts for someone to claim the body, the city just puts you in the cheapest, Safeway shopping bag and just puts you in a pauper's field. Yeah. So I'd be there with all the homeless vagrants from sleeping on the sidewalks in downtown Portland. That would be my final resting place. Yes, that's true. JB Uzi, how much can you afford right now? He's a man of means, by no means. And if he wants to do it, he can easily do it. Just it's up to him. Merry Christmas, you old savings and loan. Oh man, it's a wonderful life. No one's asked me, but it's a wonderful life. For me, for my expert opinion, it's in the 10 greatest American films. There's absolutely no question about it. Now, some Hollywood, schmucks like George Clooney or Ben Affleck and Michael Moore, they would pick other films to put in the top 10. But there's no question, it's a wonderful life. It's not just a Christmassy movie. It's a brilliantly done film, and that's in the top 10 greatest American films. And that's the fact. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter. Right. Hello, Shot. You can play Scrooge? Okay. Right. AD, it's the only song you played on with Brian. Would you consider donating your body to science? That's very, very interesting. But no, I don't want to do that. And I've thought about it because, well, what if I'm lying down there in the medical school anatomy class and the student picks up a scalpel and starts slicing, my face or my eyeballs or cutting open my chest, and I wake up feeling that. I mean, no, I can't do that. And besides, if I donated my body to a medical school, the medical school here is in downtown Portland. It's called Oregon Health and Science University, OHSU. And I'm sure the doctors who come out of there are very, very good. But yeah, no, they wouldn't be like Portland State University, Antifa, they, them losers. They'd be, quality students. So I think it's terrific if someone decides to do that, donate their body to science. But no, I just want to be, whatever. The only Scrooge worth watching is with Alistair Sim. That's correct. 1951. It's an absolutely beautiful film. That was on back in New York TV growing up. It was on every Christmas, multiple times. And I watched it every time. Just a beautiful film. Just beautiful. Beautifully done. And I've seen other versions of A Christmas Carol. George C. Scott did one, and there was some versions before the 1951 version from the 30s, and yeah, I watched all those, but the 1951 version is it is just beautiful. You could end up as an art exhibit, as has happened to some in the PRC. Yeah, they have that traveling exhibit of bodies that are presented in a scientific presentation. All the skin is removed, so you can see all the internal organs and everything. And those bodies are like unknown. They're just like unknown named Chinese who, where did the bodies come from? I doubt that those people donated their bodies. I think they were just, who knows? Yeah, I saw the George C. Scott one, yeah. Henry Winkler made a version of A Christmas Carol. I wouldn't even watch that. Did he play Scrooge? That is just ridiculous casting. Ridiculous. I think Jacob Marley is one. It's a short part, but it's a great part because he comes in there as a ghost, and he's got all the chains around his body, and he starts howling and moaning and rattling the chains, and that would be a great part. I would choose that. If I remember, in the version before the 1951, one of the 1930s versions, I think Basil Rathbone played Jacob Marley. And he's one of my favorite actors. I mean, a real actor, if you know who he was. Uzi, my $250 reparations offer changed since last time, though? He needs to come on to Nick's panel to receive it. What, 250? Well, the deal wasn't 250. The offer's 1,000. No one comes on the lot. I got it. No one comes on the lot lest he wants to buy. They're trying to give you their money. Are you man enough to take it? Yes, Glengarry Glen Ross, right? Did Basil play the sheriff of Nottingham to Errol Flynn's Robin Hood? I can't remember. I haven't seen that in so long. He may certainly have. Basil Rathbone, at that era of the 30s, 40s, 50s, he was acknowledged as the finest of all the actors. He was acknowledged as the finest swordsman in all those pirate films and, Robin Hood movies. He genuinely knew how to, do sword fighting, in the castles and all that stuff. And, yeah. Burgers are all that I want when sitting here at Morty's booth. Oh, I didn't add that picture. What happened to the picture? Oh, there it was. Yeah. Burgers are all that I want when sitting here in Morty's booth. I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Huh? Okay. That might be a song he's referring to. Yeah. Nick doesn't want me on his channel. What was that comment from Uzi? Where was that comment? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. He says, well, the 250 is that's not on the table, but he needs to come on to Nick's. Nick doesn't want me there. And besides, he was calling me a Jew boy. A lot of insulting Jew boy comments. That was very surprising to come from him. So that's not in the short-term plans. But he's affiliated with, so that's where those comments come from. The hate, viciousness, and evil. There's a Bob. Yeah, I saw that. There's a Bob's Big Boy thing in the picture. Well, that's just, whatever it is. Yeah. But, there it is. Well spotted. Jax has a dental appointment. No show tonight. No show tonight. He had a dental appointment. Oh, he has a dental appointment. So, well, it's 3:30 in the morning in Ohio. So he was repeating what Narc called you, Morty. Lies again. Now, who was repeating what? Who's he? Oh, Nick. You mean Nick? No, that's not. No. Nick was typing in his comments there. A lot of Jew boy comments. Very, 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 It's really upsetting about Nick. We were meant to be friends. I really thought we were friends. It's very unfair when a guy has a channel. They get to say horrible stuff and we have no voice. Well, you do have a voice. You can go on to Nick's channel anytime you want, AD. If you plop down $50, he'll put you right on. You know, I'm sure of that. Yeah. And Nick is calling me. He picked up, that guy's content buzzard. Now Nick is continuing that. He had that on his description of his last video. Crappy content vulture. I mean, I don't play anybody's clips. They're the content vultures, It's, unbridled viciousness and hate. Morty, was your father a centurion at the Jerusalem garrison? No, he wasn't. Thank you for asking. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he repeated that, but in the comments, he made more than I think a few times, posting comments about the fucking Jew or Jew boy comment. That's what it was, And that's really scraping the bottom of the barrel as a human to start getting into those kinds of insults, But he's influenced by, so are you, Uzi, influenced by, that guy who, he loves that shit. The more evil and vicious and vile, the harder an erection he gets, and he's just spraying his cum all over his living room ceiling. He can't get enough when you talk like that on your show, Nick and Uzi. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, 23 people. That's really nice. Let me see if I got any thumbs up tonight. Let's take a look. 5 thumbs up with 23 viewers. Well, I get the scraps, but maybe some of the people there will kick in a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So no one ever answered what that boycott thing was about, because it beats the hell out of me. Oh, Nicholas. It's insane how Patrick treats his so-called friends. Really? Wheelie? Okay, well. There's a lot to that comment, and it can be addressed between you and Patrick in a lively discussion over a bowl of borscht. Oh, AD, I am off to bed. The Morty peace accords will have to wait for another day. Maybe Trump can intervene. Thank you very much for your attention to this matter. Right. Oh, I love Trump so much. He is just unbelievable. Good night, AD. Thank you for supporting the channel. If Morty runs a clean show, people should be able to repeat what he and his guests say. That's correct. Yes. Oh, here we go. Crappy is quite the spin master tonight. You think so? Really? Fascinating. Crappy should thank Uzi for saving him time researching. Researching what? Researching what? Nark, you guess said what? Oh, I'm not going to repeat it. Hey. Why are you picking on me, Nick? I've never done anything to you. Never anything. Nothing. Zip. Zero. Nothing. Nothing. I supported your channel, how long was I there? Half a year to a year? Steady, dependable, filling in the holes, keeping your spirits up, keeping the flow going, So, yeah, I don't know. What is this? Basil's YouTube's a world that brings out opinions and open dialogue across a bunch of different places. Well, of course, yes, that's right. And Uzi showed you should thank you. You just agreed. I don't know what that means, Nicholas. And Uzi showed you should thank you. You just agreed. I have no idea what that means, Nick. You need to come back, Morty. This is a shakedown. AD, I'm sorry, Nick. I never meant to hurt you. Always remember, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back, it was meant to be. I do believe you are better off without me, though. But let's try. Blaine, there is no other American politician in our history who could have survived the 10 years of persecution, prosecution, and excoriation that Trump did. There's not a single person, not just politician. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Nicholas, I'm not attacking or picking on you. I'm telling you what you didn't hear. But everyone else. Are you still on that theme? That's been resolved. That was resolved last night. Did you watch, Nicholas? Did you watch my appearance on Dr. Bob's show last night? JB was on the panel, and he asked me quite a bit about that, and it was fully resolved. And that was only 1 hour after I ended my show. And I said I would get into it, right after the show and proceed accordingly. And I did. So it was all wrapped up and concluded. So I don't know why you keep bringing that up. We love you, Morty, and know you have high start. What does that mean? What are high starts? Yeah, you love me, but then you're calling me the content vulture, content buzzard. Oh, and I always do that. He said, if I have some standards of etiquette or decorum here, but if the money's coming in, I'll turn my, I'll say, well, fuck it, it's okay, no matter who's getting attacked. And that's not true at all. There's just no cases of that happening. It's just not true. You've been listening to, that guy. And it's just not true. Oh, we love you, Morty, and know you have high standards. Yeah. Sorry, had to type to 8 people at once. Too many autocorrect and typos. Jimmy, I think we're getting somewhere in this divide. Maybe a version of Amazing Grace on bagpipes would help. Mm-hmm. Right, Blaine. Not to mention afford the 450 million it took to defend himself. They tried to bankrupt him, but nope. Oh, by the way, regarding the National Guard troops being sent to Portland, the appeals court judge, I think tonight, cleared the way for Trump to send the National Guard into Portland using the Oregon National Guard. So at any time he wants, he has full authorization, which he had anyway, to be full command of the Oregon National Guard. He's federalized it, and the governor, the lesbian fanatic mayor, lunatic, leftist of governor of Oregon, she of course made a speech about everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. So I can't wait for the Guard to come into downtown Portland. That's when I'll go downtown. It'll be safe as hell. It'll be great. Uzi, he's right, Nicholas. It's been taken care of. AD is John Lennon to watch Nicholas's Yoko. What does that mean? AD is John Lennon to watch. I see. Okay. AD, we can work it out. We can. Yeah, life is very short. Right, great song. Uzi. There will be no victory laps ran on the narcs banning here. I never asked for victory laps. They're the victory lappers. This channel isn't the victory lapper. Narc is gone, and that's that. Well, it all depends. A trespass can be just for a day, a week, a month, 90 days. It could be permanent. Permanent as in permanent. Then some people are just thoroughly, just not even, allowed at the front door because, they're just vile. Jimmy, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me speaking words of wisdom, let it be. You just make that up? That's pretty good. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Is that Boy George? Right. What is all these song things going on here? Right. How do you sleep at night? Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, that guy, he was loving all the Nick content today. He was in the chats talking about Morty the Juice, spreading the hate, the attacks, jerking off all during that 8-hour show you did, or however long it was. He was loving every second of it. He just couldn't get enough of it, man. Just very, very sick guy, very sick. Right. Hello, Nate O. Nice to see you. 29 people watching. Thank you all for watching this late night drugged out Morty show. Great. Mm-hmm. 31 viewers and 5 lurkers. There you go. The instant karma is going to get you. Correct. Oh, Jimmy, we are quoting great songs to combat all the face blasting. Right, right. Loving every minute of it. Lover Boy, a little Canadian band for your listening pleasure. I heard of that band, but I don't think I know their stuff. Uzi, for case protection, you need to put that stream behind a big paywall. Nick. Has Uzi donated anything tonight? Because he's $4.99 at the beginning. Yeah, okay. Because he's doing a lot of chatting, so at least he did, paid up something there. For K's protection, you need to put that stream. Well, I don't know. Don't know. GD, 100 pesos. Who would listen to that shit? Who think that's entertainment? People think that's entertainment? That sounds familiar, right? Exactly right. Yeah. So I saw this story that broke today. Somebody mentioned it earlier, that the Glock gun company, firearms company, is going to cancel or discontinue a huge amount of their handgun inventory, and there'll be no more distribution with their authorized distributors as of next month, I think it said. So I thought, well, I've never had a Glock. I have no need for a Glock. I never thought about getting one. I mean, really seriously. But when I heard that, I thought maybe I should get one now. A Glock 19 Generation 5. Night sights, or whatever, however it comes. And maybe I should get one now because they'll no longer be available. And just get one and, just put it away. When it's total World War III here in Portland, yeah, it might be good to have, But just get one, So I looked it up. I think they're 500 to 600, something around that price range. But I could put it on the credit card and then just never pay it as usual. But I don't think I'd use it. But they have some that are Trump limited editions, which have his image on it and, never surrender and fight, and maybe I'd get one of those, but because they look so nice. But I'll have to decide soon because they're all going to be sold out pretty soon. All those Glocks probably. JB, wait, we paid on Uzi's behalf, so please let him on. Uzi, jump on. No, JB, it was clear always from the beginning. It's a situation of the $1,000 is a matter of penance. So the penitent has to pay the penance. It's not a crowd-funded situation. Otherwise, it has no meaning. That person, if he gets a crowd-funded penance given, then it doesn't have any meaning. So that was clearly established, well before. Even before today's show. Even on last night's show, that was mentioned. Yeah, or the day before. I should have stopped her from bringing it up, but she gloated twice. GD, since you're the vulture, you should try to poach K. Well, I'm not the vulture. You see, this is just more hate and viscountness. I'm not the buzzard or the vulture. I was thinking that, but figured you guys would have more of a pulse on that situation. Hey, Morty, was that Trump-Zelensky exchange regarding a tunnel from Alaska to Russia real? Or was it AI? I haven't heard anything about that. I didn't see any video about that, so I don't know. JB, Jesus. that's too deep for my pockets. I'm the poor. Well, I understand, but it's up to Uzi. You know, 80 never. I mean, there's a lot that I factored into that figure. I just didn't come up with a figure. And it's totally appropriate considering the history and the pain. Grab your Glocks and drop your socks. Right. Well, you're kind of close. Right. MT85, 1000 is rough. Sounds permanent. No, it isn't. Not when you're talking to a guy who's got 2 gold Rolexes and he's considering buying another Platona now, or some other $30, $40, $50,000 watch, and he spreads money around like it's lettuce at a salad bar. So, no, it's not 2,000, and it's not $25. It's a very fair, well reasoned out amount. Okay. Trump told Chancer. What is that? He had to accept to give up Donbass and the areas taken. Hands, knees, and toes. Hey, man. Good night. Emotionally drained. I'll try again tomorrow. Peace and love to all. Good night, AD Never Calling. The baller Uzi of old would have paid the 1,000 without hesitation. Well, you're probably right. Put a bird on it. What does that mean? I have no idea, Daniel Quack, what that means. Uzi's streaming has hampered his income. That's interesting. He spends so much time on the shows instead of out there, digging up the money on the job. So maybe he has. Maybe. Yeah. Hey there, man. Yeah. Hey, JB, I want to tell you something. A month or two ago, I heard a clip of you and that guy. I don't know what show it was on, and he was in his usual foul viscountness mood, and screaming at you, telling just face blasting you kind of conversation, really screaming and stuff, and then he screamed out something like, "Yeah, you're about as important to me as a kernel of corn I found in my turd, found in my shit." Okay. And your reply was expertly delivered. You didn't blast that back at him. You just said, "You have corn in your turds?" I don't know if you remember that, JB. And that silenced him because he didn't expect that properly reasoned out, mild, delivered reply. And that stopped him for 5 or 6 seconds because he had to think of a comeback for that. He complained about, "Yeah, you're about as important to me as the corn in my turds." And then you said, very well, with a good delivery, "You have corn in your turds?" And yeah, it was very good. If you remember that. Oh. 1 hour and 27 minutes. What time is it? 12:40. I'll end it within 15 minutes because the drugs are at maximum effect right now, and I need to lie down and go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess no panelists tonight. AD, Blaine. Yes, but my Glock is in my sock. Okay. Oh, man. 20 viewers right now, so 17 people watching and 3 lurkers. Yes. MAGA forever. Absolutely right. America needs to build the biggest, the grandest, the greatest, most spectacular statue of President Donald J. Trump after he passes. It needs to be 300 feet tall. And be placed in he needs to be put on Mount Rushmore. Get the architects going and add him to Mount Rushmore. He belongs there. Or we could take down the Statue of Liberty and put a 300-foot tall Trump, statue there by Ellis Island. That would be unbelievable. But that would piss off the French. So just put them on another place like that. GD, 100 pesos. You've got no competition at the moment. When the show ends, there will only be dead air. Well, I did a show earlier and wiped out emotionally, physically, testicularly. Yeah. Lux, everyone's friend Lux, he comes on overnight. So everyone can watch his show. Everyone loves his show. And maybe Dr. Bob will be doing a show with Jax. Oh, he said Jax is not, he's can't do one tonight. But I think everyone said what they wanted to say on this hour and a half show. I certainly didn't expect Uzi and Watch Nicholas to both show up. Are they a pair now? Are they a team? I guess they're a team. Truth, absolutely. I mean, that would be, if that was announced, so many Americans would kick up money. It would be entirely paid at no government expense by the patriotic Americans who love Trump. Absolutely. Government wouldn't have to pay a penny towards it. People still watch Lux? Well, I don't know. It's 3:30 in the morning. Whenever he comes on, I don't watch him. We got a musician here. That progression is ACG. Really? Okay. Blaine is a Navy vet. He can put his Glock wherever he wants. New guy. Hmm. All right, that's going to do it. 2 minutes. I will close the show in 2 minutes. Then I'm going to bed. Blaine, Trump leading Crazy Horse into battle. If the Crazy Horse monument is ever completed. Wow. Rich Mitch is getting a new watch today. Congratulations. But I mean, he is the greatest president of all that we've ever had in this country. He could have done everything George Washington did, or Abraham Lincoln, FDR, anybody. He could have crossed the Delaware as commander-in-chief. Could have been commander-in-chief of World War II, no question about it. I mean, well, whatever. Just absolutely extraordinary individual. We are so fortunate to be living here at this time on this planet in the presence of Donald Trump, President Trump. People don't appreciate that. They don't recognize how great this moment in time is. We are here witnessing Trump. Nobody seemed excited? No? Huh. Oh, I've been talking about this for a decade, about Trump. He's the greatest man to inhabit this planet in the last 2,000 years. The greatest leader for good. Yeah, and the most effective. The greatest, most effective leader for good. Here's Morty. Just so you know, it was the FDR administration who made it impossible to fire federal bureaucrats. Trump is trying to undo that as we speak. Well, I hope he succeeds. Because the rigmarole and procedures and paperwork that you have to go through and the hoops you have to run through to fire federal bureaucrats is just unbelievable. So I hope we can change all that. Okay, that's it. I'm heading right to bed. Oh. Truth. Imagine the utopia we could be in right now if the Democrats and rhinos got the hell out of Trump's way. That's correct. And you could even say, imagine the utopia we could be in right now if those people didn't, F up 2020. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it more specifically, but you know what I mean. If 2020 turned out the way it really did, we would have had 8 straight years of gloriousness. Okay. Thank you all for watching the show. This wraps it up. What's a bureaucrat? Someone works in the government in usually an unnecessary job who can't get fired. They just stay there forever. And yeah. Even Newt Gingrich says Trump passed Reagan as our best president. Well, I mean, there's no question about it. It's so simple to see, you know. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for the generous contributions tonight to the channel. And did I have a guest earlier? I don't even think I did. If I did, I can't remember. So thanks very much. See you on the next show. Good night.